Hello, everyone. Hope you are well on this Sunday morning here. It is September 29th. It is almost 9 a.m. Eastern Time as I record this video. We are staring October in the face come Tuesday, and I believe October is going to be a doozy, y'all. A doozy, as they say, for multiple reasons. I'll go into that. First, if a disaster strikes another country, similar to what we've seen with this Hurricane Helene, the United States government would move mountains to get there. A hospital ship would be parked off its coast within a day or two. But when it happens here, not so much. I'm going to go into that. Also, the East Coast and Gulf Coast port worker strike looks very likely, y'all. It looks very likely now. Not a sure bet, but not a sure thing. That doesn't look good. And are the truckers going to join them? There's word of that. There's talk of the truckers joining in. I'll go into that as well. Also, I have a very powerful passage. I think I'm going to do two. There's two passages I'm going to share with you from the Bible later in the video, towards the end of the video as well. I invite you to stay tuned for that. Many tell me that's the best part of my videos. I'm good with that. I'm okay with that. All right. But yes, the devastation from this hurricane it's mind-boggling when you really look at it, and the truth is coming out now. And you're not going to see it on the main media. You're not going to see it there. I mean, they may touch on it a little bit, but they gloss over it. You really have to dig, and you really have to find it on social media. But it's there plain as day. I mean, it's terrible. I mean, from Florida, where it hit, all the way through the southeast and Appalachia, man, they got wrecked. We were very lucky here. We were very lucky and blessed here that it did very minimal damage, at least right in our area. Now, there are parts of Georgia, other parts of Georgia that got slammed. Augusta, parts of North Georgia got hit hard. They got floods in Atlanta. Here, we went out yesterday and just picked up some sticks and some limbs. And then there is some minor damage to a part of our farm. The fencing in the back part of our property is more like a farm fence. It's not a privacy fence, but so that part of the fence had a little damage to it from some big limbs that came down and poked through it. But we were repairing that yesterday. Not a big deal. Not a big deal. I mean, that is nothing. That is nothing compared to your home getting washed away. Entire towns are washed away. And gosh, I mean, parts of Tennessee, Northeast Tennessee, other parts of the state as well. North Carolina, South Carolina, upstate, the western part of those states are just devastated. I mean, I was watching some video of it. I mean, I unreal, unreal. Parts of it underwater. I'm seeing houses floating away. I saw some video where these folks had a farm, a big homestead, it looked like, and all they could do, managed to do, and I don't know if they got all their livestock or saved. They were saving some horses and trying to get their animals, themselves and their animals, to safety. But they said it's a total loss as far as our property, our home. It's gone, and the other buildings gone that they had there. I mean, think about it, even if you prepare and you've collected stuff and you've got stuff stored, it could have been washed away. I mean, unless you have another bug out location or some other location where you store preps or something. I mean, you could have been storing things for years and now it's just gone. They say there's another system coming in that's going to hit this week, later next week, in the same spots. Now, that remains to be seen. It's early yet, but we got to watch that. We got to watch that. All right. But not another thin dime, not one thin dime should go overseas until these towns, these places from Florida where it hit to all up in the other states where it caused all this damage look the same as it did before this hurricane hit them. That's what should happen. That's what should happen. That's what I would do if I were president. Not one more thin dime would go overseas anyway, even regardless of the hurricane. But certainly now, I mean, where's the president? Where's the vice president? Have they even publicly come out and said something or had a conference or news flash, news conference, press conference? I don't know. I don't think so. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think they have. I mean, we're several days at least out of this thing. Where are they? Where's the military? We have supposedly the best military, National Guard, whatever you want to, the military too, in the world. The funding, the budgets of the military far exceed just about every other country, I believe, in the world. Where are they? If this happened, some other country, we would have a hospital ship parked out there. We would move mountains to get there. What's happening now? I don't see anything. You're on your own. Tough luck. Good luck. Americans last. Again. And it will continue. You're on your own. Not one thin dime should go anywhere until this is made new again. I'm not holding my breath on that. The government keeps printing money with impunity. They keep sending it overseas to various places. They're also giving loans to people who are not here legally. Yes. Homes. Yep. Providing shelter, food, debit cards, cash, whatever, to people who are not here legally, while you have homelessness increasing, including veterans. Where's FEMA? I had a subscriber or viewer comment, I think on the last video or two of mine, that said that their home is underwater. It's destroyed. It's gone. Their home is a total loss. And they're trying to get a hold of FEMA. No response yet. Guess they're not open on the weekends. Oh, well. What the heck was that? I mean, what is that? They don't give a squeeze. That's the truth. They don't give a squeeze about you or me. No, they don't. They don't. It's unreal. I mean, and then I didn't hear an update yet, but there was this big dam, I think, maybe in Tennessee, I believe, that may break on top of all this. It's criminal is what it is. It's criminal. Did you know that people who are not in the country in a legal fashion, trying to say this in a way, you know what I mean, can get loans, I-T-I-N, I think I'm saying that right, loans. I had a subscriber tell me they knew of some folks like that purchased a house, got a loan, $600,000 house. They have no social security card, but you can get a loan with no social security card, and you're not a legal resident. But if you work in the United States and can prove it with an ITIN number, you can get a loan. You can get a loan, get a house. Yeah, okay. While an entire generation of Americans, mostly millennial, cannot get a home. They can't afford it. Can't afford it. Can't get it. You'd have to put so much down, and even then, that's infuriating, man. It's infuriating. So even if you're in the country unlawfully, you can do that. You can get a loan. Sure. It's unreal. Okay. All right, let me move on. Stock up. Keep stocking up because this port strike looks likely. The first is when that's Tuesday, I believe. They're saying they're going to go on strike, and it looks like they will. Now the time is running short. I mean, today's Sunday, And unless they work something out tomorrow, which it doesn't look that way now, it could happen. Unless they work something out tomorrow, it looks like they will picket. They will go on strike starting Tuesday. Yeah, and then there's talk of truckers going on strike with them. They want the truckers to go on strike with them. That would be talk about an immediate impact. If the trucks aren't running, folks, nothing's going to the stores like immediately. Now, that's a more far stretch, I think, personally. I don't think the truckers are going to strike. There's been talk of that before in the past. It doesn't happen. But the longshoremen, the port worker strike, it looks like it could happen. Walmart, Home Depot, IKEA, Samsung, LG Electronics, major automakers, auto suppliers, automobile parts suppliers are among the top companies that import the East Coast, y'all. It's like almost 40, I think it's 30, high 30s or 40 ports along the East Coast and the Gulf Coast that would be shut down effectively. So it wouldn't take long for this to show up at stores. A week or two, you might start seeing the effects of this if it were to happen and keep going for a little while. They're asking for a mighty big raise. I have mixed feelings on that. I'm not going to go into the politics. I'm not going to go into that. My focus right now is keeping an eye on this, keeping you guys informed. I know other channels are talking about it, but if you haven't already, do get, we're still on the weekend. We got tomorrow, but just, try to just get some extra things. Your often used items, your food, your water, your toiletries. It's a good time to go ahead and stock up. Miss Dawg and I are shoring up some things for sure, but we will just have to watch this and see. And another thing, I'm going back to, I'm changing gears on you all these folks that have been impacted by all these storms and all. There are areas that still do not have power yet. Displaced people are displaced. People are missing. A lot of them. These towns are cut off. You can't get into them, and people might be running out of supplies. Are a lot of these people going to be able to vote in a month? That's a thought. That has a lot of other implications, doesn't it? Makes you think of other things. You know what I'm talking about there, if you can read between the lines. Yeah. I'm going to go to a passage because I'm getting fired up. Y'all, like I said, October could be a super doozy. We have several things happening here. We have the doorstep of WW3. We got the strike that could happen. Disasters. Election coming up. October. Talk about an October surprise. I think we've had the September surprises already. All right, here we go. I have two passages actually. Bear with me. I'm going to continue. First one, I'm going to continue the rest of Psalm 91. Psalm 91, starting chapter 9, or starting verse 9. If you make the Most High your dwelling, even the Lord, who is my refuge, then no harm will befall you, no disaster will come near your tent, for he will command his angels concerning you to guard you in all your ways. They will lift you up in their hands so that you will not strike your foot against a stone. You will tread upon the lion and the cobra. You will trample the great lion and the serpent. Because he loves me, says the Lord, I will rescue him. I will protect him, for he acknowledges my name. He will call upon me. I will answer him. I will be with him in trouble. I will deliver him and honor him. With long life will I satisfy him and show him my salvation. Doesn't mean we're not going to run into trouble. We are. A lot of folks are right now. But you will be delivered. You will be delivered. I'm going to go and hop over to the New Testament with Matthew chapter 16, starting verse 24, from the words of Jesus Christ. Then Jesus said to his disciples, if anyone would come after me, he must deny himself and take up his cross and follow me. For whoever wants to save his life will lose it, but whoever loses his life for me will find it. What good will it be for a man if he gains the whole world yet forfeits his soul? Or what can a man give in exchange for his soul? For the Son of Man is going to come in his Father's glory with his angels, and then he will reward each person according to what he has done. I tell you the truth, some who are standing here will not taste death before they see the Son of Man coming in his kingdom. Amen. Say it often here, and I know a lot of you say it. Stay close to Jesus. Every day, y'all. Every hour. We need him, don't we? Especially nowadays. Whew. All right. Well, share your thoughts. Threw a lot of stuff out there. Let's be safe. Let's keep preparing. God bless you. I will see you soon.